On Saturday night, we're once again graced with the present to honor Maestro Joel Revson, coming from Frederica von Stade, world-renowned Mezzo-Soprano, and wonderful composer and collaborative pianist Heggie. In this performance, they'll be doing 3 pieces, one from Mahler, Liebst du ihm Schönheit, which basically says, if you want to love me for beauty, no. If you want to love me for youth, no. If you want to love me for treasure, no, there are so many other treasures in the world. But if you want to love me for love alone, yes. And if you do, my love will be forever. Then we have a great treat because at the piano is the composer himself, Heggie. This is from a song set called Primary Colors, and it has piano and flute accompaniment in it as well. And the last piece is a bit of a surprise, so I won't tell you much about it, except that it reminds us of sometimes when we have parties together and the wine is flowing freely. We'll just leave it at that. We're so very grateful to the generosity of these 2 wonderful artists coming to perform for us this night. On both Saturday and Sunday, we will be hearing a mammoth, fabulous work, Piano Quintet by Franck. It was premiered in 1880, and we'll be hearing the first and last movements in it. When I say mammoth work, it's not that it's so long, it's that it's incredibly intense. You'll hear impassioned, dramatic music, very intense, sheerly expressive passion, which got the composer into a little bit of trouble because, where was all that passion coming from? Well, its unbridled sensuality was really a hallmark of it, and you will hear that with these phenomenal performers who will give it all this energy for our performance. Ceysson, remember the composer of Romance that you heard earlier in the evening, was both a pianist, and in fact this piece was dedicated to Ceysson. He, however, was so undone by the unbridled sensuality of this piece, and by the way, he was doing the performance sight reading his part. It's very interesting. At any rate, the audience went wild. Franck came on stage. He was introducing the performers, having them take their bows. Saint-Saëns took his score, slammed it shut, and walked off stage in a big huff. And why? Well, there was a lot of sensuality, a lot of passion, and they think possibly it could have been directed to an irresistible composition student of Franck's, who maybe perhaps Saint-Saëns also fancied. A little bit of competition there. At any rate, it's very expressive, and the fiery finish is so explosive that the piano quintet also failed to win approval from Franck's wife, who suspected that the visceral power of this piece could only have come from amorous feelings for another woman. Well, we don't know any of this for